that, and he and Carter Thompson came from that second group, pulled it through and battled with the front group for much of the race.
Let's have a reminder of the starting grid then. Alvaro Carpe take Pratama, then we have Pugliese heading up the Italian contingent of the grid for Mara and Evan Belford. Rama not riding here.
Straight here, that's so important. The revs rise, you can hear them in the background. Oh, and a great start from the middle of the front row there for the number 20 from the first corner, because he's already been passed by the 54 of Veda Pratama.
And it looks like Quiles trying to get up the inside, but no, it's Indonesia leading away with the whole shot into turns 1, 2 and 3, but Carpe sides through straight back into the lead then. Goodness me, what and furious he was yesterday with that 6th place finish. He was leading pretty much across the line then. Rico Salmella's there, Uriarte is there, Mr. No Plan B, 95, Marco Morelli going for the lead, but not quite.
It was 5 abreast, but it's Brian Uriarte who has the advantage on the brakes. Absolutely desperate stuff, and you can see that Rico's pushed back to about
in the charge for Italy as well, but it's Uriarte. Livid he was with missing out on the win by 0.004 of a second. He now leads the way.
It is already off, so he can't repeat that today, but it's Chies, Uriarte, Danish. 12 miles an hour as they go up the hill there, flicking it into 4th and back to 2nd for this tight right-left.
The 4th place yesterday, Ruche Moodley, the 11, he's in the middle of this group.
But he's way out in front now.
Across the line they come again then. 10 laps to go. Morelli still leading the way, but not for long. Uriarte pulls out the slipstream. How many riders going to be thundering down into San Donato once again? It's Uriarte leading the way. Carpe just behind him. Morelli, Quiles, then Danish as well. It's getting a bit tight to where the bees are watching on from turn 1, but they all make it safely through. A foot off the was Leonardo Zanni, a fresh engine for the Italian. He is... I don't think... I was going to point out that we're not seeing as strong a ride from Veda Pratama at this stage, but I think that's solely because, and that was Morelli having a big issue there with as Rico Salmella goes up his inside. I don't think it's that anyone's having a poorer ride.
Having a much better day of it than he did yesterday afternoon.
That was that aggression that he's been working on, and that overtaking, he's going at it once again alongside Uriarte, his great mate, I found out on Friday. Those two former teammates in the Junior GP Series. Fastest rider on track, Evan Belford, had one of his best rides of the season so far yesterday, a 2:00.8 from him. He is down in 14th. Got to be careful, he'll get a track limits warning soon enough if he does it one more time. But that is a key spot there. We were looking at Veda Pratama in 8th ahead of Valentin Peroni, who just loses another spot to Leonardo Zanni, the Italian rider.
Different plans.
Uriarte pulls out the slipstream on Carpe. They're hugging the white line at the side of the circuit. It's going to be Carpe who leads them across the line then, fanning out across the Tricolore. The pit X and not like to lead out of that final turn. Max Quiles went from 1st down to 5th before he just overtook Marco.
He said he learnt a lot following the other guys yesterday, and he said, I plan to put it into action today. Well, that's exactly what he's doing, because he's leading this race superbly. But let's see whether he, really, Salmella and Peroni, out of the slipstream.
You've got to keep an eye on that 27 though. Rico Salmella just so determined at the moment. He's had a lot of rotten luck lately, misfortune of course with the cold tyres, stacking it yesterday. You've got to accept responsibility for that, but he is looking to...
All the way at the front, it's still 13 guys at the front, and these guys are going to shuffle around a lot. And out onto the start and finish straight again. It is Carpe who has the advantage, but Chies is there, Uriarte is there, Danish number 13, 95 of course is Morelli.
Interestingly about Ruche Moodley, he did say yesterday he was holding back, waiting to see how the race transpired. Didn't want to burn up his tyres, get too involved, seeing how it was playing out. Then he wanted to make his move.
Right, well, it's a good plan.
Oh, Uriarte and Carpe getting too close for comfort there.
As you said, that's the second lap we've seen feet off the foot race. So that isn't to have these slipstream down the start and finish. No one has been able to do that so far this race. Still 6 laps to go.
Interestingly enough, that's a little bit of a bite length.
Being slipstream down the start and finish race. Who's going to be the brave man? It's the 83 of Carpe.
Oh, goodness me. Veda Pratama and Hakim Danish coming together there. Then Quiles goes back up the inside. That was
Veda had to back out of it. Danish is up into 3rd place. Veda's back in 5th.
He's in 8th place still at the moment. There's a little bit of breathing space between him and his compatriot Valentin Peroni. Well then, Peter, coming around the final corner, it's Carpe leading. Could it be Salmella? He says, I really need that that second Rookies Cup win.
Yeah, it is Samala and, as you say, Moodley. They're the guys. They're in their third season. They know slipstreaming battle, of course.
But he is one of the smaller riders on the grid, despite having grown quite a lot today. This will be interesting as they come across the line. Who's going to be leading the way? As they come out the final corner, it was Carpe who would have crossed the line in first that time around. 3 laps to go.
And Salmela went from first to fifth down the straight. So 83, Carpe leads into the right-hander. Samela having to do all the work again. They're looking back. They all fan out again. Can Chies hold the advantage? No, he's already lost it into the first corner. He goes up the inside, but it is the 83 of Carpe who has it. Chies is there in second place, though.
And it went from a group of leading 7 up to about 10.
I'm going to let Chies do that.
This is one of the key overtaking spots. Peter Rouchet-Mouley was looking at the inside of Chies. Chies looking at the inside of Carpe for the lead, but couldn't quite make it. What a run Carpe had through there. No plan.
83, Carpe goes so wide.
Oh,
he goes foot off.
Who's
No.
going to be it? Moodley, neck and neck with
No,
Chies.
no.
Oh, Chies,
No,
you
Chies.
can't do
No.
Goodness me, Rouchet down. That is ridiculous. Who's
And
going to
it
get
is
the
for
win?
27. It is
It's
surely.
Peroni gets the win.
Peroni wins it. 73.
Unbelievable. Oh, goodness
Peroni
me.
from Uriarte Cuppy. Samela got pushed back to fourth. Yeah,
There's confident finisher in that leading group.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. Here are then these final race results. A couple of riders demoted a position due to exceeding track limits on the last lap. We'll get through to those. No, Chies did not win, in fact. That's not true, guys. So let's roll those results again. Because
Very strange.
Yeah,
I mean,
very odd indeed. Danish 6th. These results just all...
I think that, that's where he's going. Mounsey is 16th. We think it's even possible that Mounsey, who crossed the line in 16th place, might eventually pick up a point.
Well, for the moment then, Riders' Championship, Chies has 110 points, 8 points back as Uriarte, Carpe 13 points back, 50 points, Veda Pratama 8th place, a bit ahead of Pugliese.